Alright, so here we have the GT 5000 Craftsman riding lawnmower. Has a 48-inch deck. This thing is pretty trashed out looking. Looks like crap. But what I'm doing here is I'm putting another motor on it. Going to be putting a push start button in it. So the deal is here is that we have these stupid crappy plastic tanks that are in the back. As you can see, I have a battery box in there. And there's where the tank was. I actually have the tank right there. So now, not everybody can afford, that tank. It's very expensive. It's not even worth even buying. So what I'm doing is I'm relocating the battery, and I'm putting a regular tank that I had. This tank right here is actually way cheaper. It came off of an older tractor, kind of like that junk piece of crap right there, the Wizard. And this had a 25 horsepower Kohler V-twin, and I put a 24 horsepower Briggs & Stratton V-twin, which has plenty of power to power this tractor. So what I'll show you here is what I had to do is I had to cut. Oh, of course my phone wants to ring right now. Of course, it was a damn bogus call. Get them all day long. So anyway, this wasn't designed to have a battery in the back. It was meant for the tank. But if you want to go the super cheap route and convert the battery to the back, there's not much you have to do anyway. So what I did is I just cut out, measured. Of course, I got the cables in there. Thank God the cables were actually long enough. Let me pull this damn thing out here. I'll show you what I did. All we did is we cut out a space for this battery box. You can get these pretty cheap too if you don't already have one, which if you're doing something like this, you probably don't. I fix these for a living, so I have tons of them. So that's what I'm doing, is relocating the battery. And I will show you this one over here. This is one all completely fixed up, ready to go for sale. This one's got the 25 horsepower Kohler Pro V-twin. I have a attachment for the back. This is a beast. This is the motor that was on that other tractor, the black one. So I purchased both of these, and this one had no gas in it. So when I put gas in the tank, it freaking cracked. Now most likely that's what's going to happen to you. So if you're watching this video, that's probably the same damn thing problem you're having. So what I did was I took the tank from that black tractor and put it in here, and in order to fix the black one, I had to make it work. So I had to take the tank from it, cut out a spot on that one, and basically so I could have one working. Okay, so this one originally didn't have a solenoid on it. I had to install that solenoid and hook it up. Sorry, there's a bunch of wires everywhere. Got to hook that up for the clutch and all that stuff, so kind of crappy, but it'll be all nice when it's all said and done. But the good thing on this big tractor, it had long enough cables that they actually went all the way. I don't know if you can see it. Come this out of the way. You can see that I ran them all the way to the back. And they come up here perfectly. Now some of these tractors won't work. If you have one with gears or a hydrostatic transmission, there's enough room to put this down in there without it hitting anything. That other red one, fortunately, I wasn't able to do that. That's what I was going to do on that one. So I decided to go ahead and just take the tank out. And this had a lot more room to do this. Now I'm sure you could do it to that one, with some modifications and stuff. I'm sure you'd be able to figure something out. I didn't want to go through so much trouble. This one was a lot better. So that's all you got to do is cut a hole in the back, discard the tank, forget the tank, hook up your battery in the back, and then get you one of these cheap tanks you can probably get offline for $20–30 versus $200 and something for a piece of crap tank in the back. This is the best, cheapest way to convert this you know, and make it work without having to spend a shitload of money. Nobody wants to do that. It's all about saving, and that's why I wanted to make this video. It's basically show you how to, you know, save a little bit of money. Well, actually a lot of money, you know what I mean? You could even probably fabricate something and make a little bracket to hold the battery back here without having to do nothing major. So what I'm going to do, cover this up, is I'm going to put another cup holder that I have, just like that one. It's going to cover that hole up. And then I'm going to put a piece of plastic behind here and screw it to it so that you can't see nothing in there. That should look pretty decent. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all you got to do. And if you don't have those cables, you could always get some. And, you know, from an auto parts store. And it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Here's the part of it that I cut out. So you want to measure it up. You don't want to hack it up too bad. You want to make it to where you can fit the battery perfectly. And I just cut out a spot, measured it up, cut it out so that that box fits down in there. Pretty good, decent. No one will know the difference. A lot of these tractors come with the battery in the back. I have, you know, that one has the battery in the back. I got another Craftsman over there that has the battery in the back. So pretty simple, not too hard to do. Cheaper, easier. So there's the crappy GT5000. But after said and done, the deck will be all painted, new blades, some belts. Should come out just like that. Beautiful one over there. Really nice. So if you guys got any issues with that, you'll probably have to just extend the cable, because the original cable actually went to the starter and then went right up, or actually went to the solenoid that was mounted to the Kohler starter, which has the solenoid mounted to it. This one engine doesn't. So I had to install my own solenoid and hook up my own cables. So you might have to get a longer cable, and then it should work just fine if you just reach it and tuck it underneath the frame. Should be pretty good. And you can bypass that damn tank.